learning. So I'm going to share something, right? So can you see my screen, Vasi and Abhinay?
Yeah,
yes.
We can see. Yeah.
So two things, right? So obviously Abhinay, is going to be sort of taking over from this thing, and he will be, looking at working with Jean-Marie, closely. And what are the 4 divisions that you said, Vasi? Can you just quickly repeat for me?
Sure. It's MPR, that's medicinal product.
Okay, NPR, medicinal.
M. Instead of N,
sorry.
M.
Okay, MPR.
That's medicinal product. Then we have MDV, that's medical devices.
Okay, MDV, medical devices. Yeah.
Then we have CON, consumer.
CON is consumer. Yeah.
And then we have Freyr Digital, FD.
FD. Okay. All right. Okay. And currently, who's your point of contact on these 4?
Right. So Abhinay, as we discussed that, he'll be the overall program manager. For MPR, it will be Nirupama. Man, is Nirupama on the call?
No, I don't think Nirupama is on the call.
Just share the Zoom link.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, just keep going while he's discussing. Yeah. So okay.
For MDV, Induja.
Okay, Induja.
Consumer will be Abhinay. Abhinay, have you aligned someone for consumer?
No, at this moment, I'll be taking care of this. Maybe in the future, I might align somebody.
All right. And for Freyr Digital, it's Ramesh.
Excellent. Okay, and we will try to find one person, equivalent under Jean-Marie, okay, to map onto these 4 people, okay?
Sure.
We'll try to do that. Cool. So these are the 4, divisions, and these are the, 4 of the things, okay? Now, obviously, we are running, so many different campaigns. It'll be cool to, map these campaigns to one of these things, right? So for example, we'll do it rough and ready right now. So iReady, I'm thinking, is mapped to FD or Freyr Digital.
Yes.
Yeah. The purchasing campaign is mapped to
MPR.
Then we can go through everything, just give us, and then label 360.
Sure. It will be again FD. Yeah.
FD. Okay, cool. So label 360 is FD. We'll find a way to map all these things. Then we've got advertising and promotions, right? Artwork, advertising and promotion.
That will be MPR.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna, and then UKRP. Okay.
UKRP will be MDV.
Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second.
Sure.
Wow, this bloody thing has grown too big, man. Okay. So artwork. So where is artwork?
Artwork will be MPR.
Sorry.
This is artwork. Yeah, correct. MPR.
Advertising and promotions.
That will be MPR.
And then advertising, promotions, artwork. UKRP.
MDV.
So Vasi, slight confusion here. Artwork will not be only MPR. Artwork is all divisions. I was running it, but we were running it for all divisions. So we were doing MDV campaigns also, MPR campaigns also. And we were just doing campaigns for consumer also, everything. Now artwork, depending on the business owner's need, that is Padvaja's need, might see some shift wherein there is a business owner that's coming in for MDV as well, and she mentioned that person might take care of the campaign so far. But currently what we have running is artwork campaigns across the board for the entire firm. So artwork is on like a global level. It's being managed by us, of course.
Okay, so Manan, the same message was used for all the divisions.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So we might have to tweak that.
It was more to do with automation, Vasi, than anything. It was not product specific. It was more to do with automation.
Sure. We'll connect on that. Yeah.
Right. And then there is a campaign called ROW, specifically focused on Japan, China, and South Korea. across all the pharma, biotech, medical devices. So that looks like a
generic campaign.
catch-all campaign, focused on APAC. Okay, got it.
That's correct. Yeah.
Just for the sake of, so I'm going to put all, Manan, I'm going to put all for artwork, and I'm going to put all for ROW.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. ROW focus. Okay, cool. So while we are here, all, okay. So this is a good one, and we try to figure out a way to map this so that, our pivot tables can pick up, if you select the division, you can see all the campaigns under that, et cetera, et cetera. So we know the mapping is this, right? So for example, Abhinay, if you want to look at the, let's say the iReady campaign, right? So you can look at the iReady campaign only like this, right? You can take the iReady campaign and, look at the entire thing. And it looks to me like iReady campaign is almost, is one of the longest running. Look at the number, right? My goodness. So basically what we do, Abhinay, and, just a recap for Vasi and Manan, right? These are the people, right? These are the super targeted or laser targeted people within each one of these different regions, where, we believe the iReady campaign, is this is almost like, one-to-one marketing. I mean, this is not something that normally anybody do. Like, nobody does one-to-one marketing. Why? Because they can't afford it. As in, like, you can't try to have one-to-one conversations, because that kind of a human power is not needed unless you use some kind of an automation tool.
Right.
So, but what we have is extreme human power, and therefore we have just tried to, look at the entire set of people just for this iReady campaign, and then look at all the people, right? The only small issue is this campaign is now across so many different people. Okay, so all these people are holding the thing to these guys, right? Now, I think one of the things that we probably need to do, this is not something that we have not done yet, is to start inviting all these people, okay, on a rigorous basis, okay, to follow your company LinkedIn page, right? So, I'll tell you that idea maybe later. First let's finish what are we doing right now, okay, and then we will talk about what can we do more, right? So you got all these guys who we have contacted. So 31,612 people have been contacted so far.
Right.
Okay. Of those people, we have been able to get 6,754 people connected back with us, which means we have a captive audience of 6,754 people. Every time we post, every time we say something, these 6,754 has a good thing to look at you. You with me, right, Abhinay?
Yeah, please.
Okay, of these 6,754 people, these many people have started engaging with us, around 222. Like, they're asking questions, they're blah blah blah. But I'm sure this number is wrong. Okay. Why it is wrong? Because we keep moving forward. So this 24 people here, right, is definitely wrong, because this 24 happened like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Now, if you go back and check on these 1,500 people, of which, again, double check on Neha's thing, this number of connected will be definitely a little bit more than 403, let's say 450. And this engaged will be, it's impossible to keep track of this engagement, after 3 years. You understand, right? It is possible, but it is extraordinarily hard work to do that, actually, right? But we keep track of them, in a separate sheet, so that we can engage them a lot more, more precisely. So this one is the number of people who are engaged, but that's okay. Our gift is all these 6,000 people. We have them in our hand. We can do whatever we want to do with them. We can talk to them as often as we like. We can, add value to their lives and make them follow us, if we want to. Right. So this is the entire, campaign, the UTM link that we have used for each one of those campaigns, etc., etc. And then we also, we played around with a lot with some more interesting things, but I don't want to get over there. Okay, so this is yes, Manan, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Anis, just we'll have to also segregate and remove the people who we have lost. So a few people have left the firm, right? And with them, they have taken the number of leads or the number of people connected. So we just might have to segregate those out.
Can you just give me out of these people who has left, so that I just mark them in red, and we'll see how to pull that back.
Mahima is gone.
Okay.
Right, and Christopher Campbell, Chris C. His name should be under artwork.
Okay.
And there should be one under Vasi. Do you remember the female's name who was working with Vasu's team?
Monica
has also left us. Okay. So one thing that we need to do very, very urgently is, so Mahima, Monica, Chris C, right? These are the three people who have left.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that we need to do really, really fast, I think, we have to start, incorporating that thing here immediately is, it is, how do we do this? Even for people who have left us, right? Monica, it's not too much, especially for Mahima, we can try to claw back. We just need them to, for like a few, like a day, right? We can just invite, if Mahima could just, invite these people to follow us, right? That should be good enough, but we'll worry about, the people who are currently with us rather than the people who have, left us, right? So for the rest of the people, Neha, Santosh, Purvanshi, Ravi, Kastub, all the people, my immediate recommendation is, yes, they are following, this thing. We have to, what we call, you can call this, restarting the fire, type of a message, where we go back to every single person who has connected, which is 6,000, 6,000 only for iReady. If I have to look at the entire set of people who are connected, let me see. Why is this one not picking up? Okay, so it should be, something like, it should be something like, I would say, 15,000 plus people. Let me just, do a quick math here. We want to, start inviting guys, of all these people that are connected with us. I'm just thinking, how many would that be? It's right now around 11,000. Yeah, 153. Oh, no. Something is not right. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it's approximately, 12,529 people. So we have around 12,529 people who are connected with us, guys. And my immediate, thing is, how can we, go back to each one of these 12,569 people and make them follow your company, right? Either your company page on LinkedIn, which is the best thing right now. And also if there is anything else that, you guys want to follow, that could also be included as a call to action, right? I think it is something that, we can start doing, as a part of our, everyday effort, and try to, make sure that, we pull the people away from the personal connections to company connections also. This is something that, we can definitely start doing. Yeah. So is this clear, Abhinay and Vasi? How, so there is a level of, sanity. We just need to, make it look, nicer and nicer and all those kind of things. So this sort of gives you a sense of the total number per campaign, right? How many we have contacted, how many have been connected, how many has been engaged, etc., right? So you should give you a good.
Sure, Anish.
Yeah. Okay. So look, my thinking is, Vasi and Abhinay, we really can take this up, to the next level. What we are seeing, Vasi and Abhinay, is when we start for many of our clients, just the same time when we started, right? We have added, extraordinary number of, people, to the personal connections and also to company connections, right? But we are not yet, leveraging them in a very big way, right? They are connected. They are seeing our post. Maybe there is a little bit of something is happening, increasing, etc., etc. But we are not like we should be doing something like every month, something to them, right? Be it, and I'm seeing, two things. One, the ability to post stuff onto their, the ability to do content. So for example, just before this call, we signed up this guy, and what we are going to do for that guy is basically this page, right, Manan, Vasi, and Abhinay, this LinkedIn page, for Freyr, right? We want to be able to, do a few things. One, grow your followers. This is what I just discussed, right? And if you come to our page, right, it will always be no remaining invite credits. At any point in time of the day, if I come in and see if there is credits remaining, then I'll be upset with the team which is managing this. You understand what I'm trying to say? Every month we get 250 credits, but the way these credits work is they get returned back to you when they accept your invitation. So throughout the day, people keep accepting invitations and the credits keep on getting returning back to you. Right? So every day we can be inviting clients to follow our company at least 3 to 4 times a day. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So Anis, I think our internal marketing team already utilizes those. Secondly, I don't know, Vasi if Sana will be okay with us taking over that activity, but our marketing folks currently usually do that.
The Manan and Vasi, let me tell you, that is the biggest mistake actually. And if you want, I can convince Sana as well. You know why it is the biggest mistake? The marketing team have no access to the real clients that you have access to. Okay, what I mean by that is, let's say on behalf of Neha, we have connected with 2,000 clients of yours. Okay, now your marketing team knows who those 2,000 people are. Maybe they'll know. Okay, or they went even because we have put that engaged list, everything, they can know, they can go to LinkedIn, but never it is possible for them to invite these 2,000 people to follow your page other than Neha. Only Neha can invite them or invite your actual clients to follow your page. Nobody in Sana's team can do that. You with me?
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, Anis. You're right.
This is the biggest reason why we started this as a new service, because we saw people are following, some random people are following your company, not your clients. Then we're like, wow, how do I make sure the 3,859 people that we have followers, how do we make sure that these people are my clients, not some random friends, family, colleagues, then I realized, who are we inviting, right? If we keep inviting only your clients, then this followers will be only your clients. I'm not saying all of them will follow, right? Even if just 10% start following, that's 10% more, isn't it? So we will make sure that your credits gets used, all your 250 gets used by Neha, used by Purvanshi, used by Ravi, used by the right people who are connected to the right clients. Right, so that's one important thing that we can definitely add a huge amount of value for you guys. The second really important thing is which is even more important than what I've just now said, is recommending content to people, employees, right? I'm not sure whether, you know, Freyr does it today. If you guys do it, great. Okay. I'm not saying, you know, if you don't do it, you know, we can help you do it. But the issue is not, you know, recommending. I think even if you're recommending, great. But what we want to do, once you have recommended, let's say, you know, I have recommended this, right? And you can see 8 co-workers shared this post. 84 co-workers shared this post. Now 197 co-workers shared this post. What does this mean? It means every time I curate a post for my employee, okay, they need to be able to take this in one single click. Okay. You know, it won't come for me. I have to become a member. Okay. So let's say I become a member instead of an administrator. And then these posts which are here, right? My, you know, posts that are recommended posts, recommendation from StepUp.One will appear like this. I can see all the posts that are recommended. Now this will be appearing to all these 971 employees, Vasi. Okay. Now we have access to 14 of them, or, you know, 15 of them. I don't know. Now all these posts, guys, right, can come here. They don't have to do anything, Vasi and Nabi. Just click this one click. Okay. One more click. Finished. They don't need to do anything. Nothing. They don't need to think. 2 clicks, done. Now imagine all the 14 people that we have control over will do this every single, let's say, week. You know, this should not be done more than, you know, once in a week. You know, 1 post a week is great. Okay. You know, and then every single, let's say, you know, hundreds and thousands of other employees that you might have on LinkedIn will also start getting these recommendations, and they can also start doing this 2 clicks. Right? We don't have control over them. We can't force them to do it, but it becomes another, you know, huge source of, you know, employee branding and employee ambassador. We call this thing, you know, employee ambassadors. Okay. So, you know, this is something that we've started doing for all our clients, and it's fantastic because, you know, the more people you have, right, the dramatic the network effect becomes, right? You know, it's really cool, right? But what I'm saying we will do is we will take control of the 14 people that we currently have access to. We can't take control of the rest of the world. So, you know, that is something that you guys can help, right? Just push that to the rest of the people and said, look, guys, click on this one and click, do this. Right.
And Anis, we've been doing that. You know, we've been trying to educate all our 1,500 resources. As you rightly mentioned, that, you know, you don't have a firm control over them. So that is where I think we are lacking. That you know, sharing and posting we typically do from the marketing and the pre-sales perspective. Few others as well, but yeah, across the organization, I think that culture we are trying to imbibe. It's taking time, Anis, but yeah, nevertheless, I think I was having a discussion with Manan also earlier today. That is something which we need to now, you know, very strongly recommend to the managers who are actually, you know, nurturing these resources. That whenever such, you know, messages appear on LinkedIn, there's absolutely no harm in sharing and posting, because that's how, you know, you'll be promoting and being the brand ambassadors.
Yeah. The good news is this is not sharing and posting, right? This is something else. This is original post. If you think about it, this particular thing that I just now did, you know, is not sharing, is not liking, is not commenting. It will go as if it is your original post. So what I did just now, right? I just did 2 seconds ago. Share. If I go to my post, it will appear as a original post. It will not appear as, yeah. And this is the biggest difference between people liking and sharing company posts and posting it as their own original post with only 1 click. Literally 1 click. 99.9% of the clients that I deal with did not know this kind of a thing existed.
Yeah, we do this most of the time. Yeah, what you are telling. Yeah, but whether it's something which is known to rest of the folks, I think we'll just double check on that. I'm gonna just take that as the action item.
Yeah, can you see here that this has just come as a thing, as a original post, and with only 1 click, and it is simply a little bit of education, Vasi. You know, I've seen it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to tell you, everything that I'm trying to tell you, Vasi, is we have a significant client population at our things. You know, trust me, anything more than 10,000 is significant. You can be called, you can call yourself as an influencer of the market with 10,000 C-level, VP level, director level, pharma connections.
Connections, yeah.
Right? Not many have that.
True.
Right? Not many have that. Now, what do you do with those connections? Right? How do we dig deep, and how do we, you know, activate all of those connections? And we have to do it very, you know, you need to come up with 2 or 3 subtle ways. Okay, this is a subtle way. Posting is a subtle way, right? Think of other few subtle ways, and then you need to do a few intrusive ways as well, like sending them a message and asking them to like your content or follow your company. These are a bit intrusive, isn't it? Because you are literally, you know, forcing your face in front of them, right?
Correct.
So yeah, I think, you know, these are the 2 things that I highly recommend that, you know, we do it for you, not just for the 14 people that we currently work with, but for the entire hundreds of people that you have. I'll teach you a trick which is working brilliantly for us. Okay, I just discovered that you know, maybe I'll just tell you 1 second, and then you guys can. It is you know, it is thing. You know what I discovered, Manan. This Manan might be, you know, also very interested. You know, and take it to the next firm he's going. See, 90% of the people, when you tell them do this, okay, they somehow don't know. Like, for example, when I tell my people, go to the company page, click on the recommended post and share it. It's 3 steps, right? Go to the company page, you know, click on the recommended post and share it. It's simple 3 steps, right? You wouldn't believe, Abhinay and Vasi, 90% of them didn't, are searching for the recommended post. You know, they go to this page and they are searching, oh, where is the recommended post? Where it is coming, okay? Oh, where should I click? You know, so many people, you know, came back to me. Then we discovered this amazing new way to communicate steps. Okay, if you want people to do steps, here is how you do it. Okay, let me just show you. This is our Wikipedia for all our employees. And this is what I wanted to communicate, you know. So they have to determine the potential of a client. Okay. It's something that, you know, we do internally. And look at the small little thing that I created. It is created using a new, startup product that I discovered called Scribe. Okay. It's just coming up. What it is it basically is a step-by-step guide that teaches you how to do anything. And in this case, it is to find the potential of a client. You know, this is our own thing, so don't get worried about what is this thing. Okay, so I have sent this thing to, let's say, one of my employees. Okay, and all they have to do, they don't need to really think about anything. They have to just click on get started. Okay, it will say navigate to this page. So they click on this, it will take them to that page. Then they click on the next step. It will tell, okay, click on this client, for example, this particular one. So it puts the box, everything. It says, okay, so I click on this Nkiro. Then it says, okay, we know she's a founder. Click on her company page. Yes, she's a founder and her company is funded. So you can clearly see that her company is funded. Then come to HubSpot. Then update the thing. So literally what I want them to do, I was able to communicate to them visually. And it took me 54 seconds to create this visual map. Right. So sometimes, you know, this kind of childlike visual communication actually helps tremendously in, telling the people what to do. If you tell them, right, you know, do this in 3 sentences, sometimes, you know, they completely miss the point. And I just thought I'll, you know, put that in front of you guys. Okay, I'll pause here. You guys let me know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that was a great idea. We would love to explore more. Maybe we can have a separate discussion on this. Abhinay, I'm sure that you have made the notes. Let's internally regroup. Yeah. And we'll get back to Anis and the entire team with some strategies around this. And few of the actions that we have got from Anis. Let's regroup and work on them, and then probably set up a call with Anis and team and discuss and take it forward.
Sure thing. We should do that.
And Abhinay, you, Manan, Vasi, and anybody in your team, right, have access to this dashboard.
Okay.
Literally everybody, every day, every minute, and we keep updating this every day. This dashboard, it has grown a little bit, too long and too messy. But we can, obviously make it a little bit more nicer, by grouping and pivoting like this. Okay. And there is a reason why it's all colorful, etc., etc. Please, forgive all those things. But we will, try and make them a lot more nicer looking. But in terms of the data that you need for your analysis, like they are literally there right in front of your eyes. And then you can do a lot of analysis on this and see what is working, what is not working, etc., etc. But more importantly, right, what I would say is, we never try to force anything on anybody's throats. Okay, we just want to connect with the right people. We connected with the right, and one more thing, Abhinay, you see these things, right? They are all hyperlinks. These 2,237. Right. At any point in time, you want to know, campaign number 60, Neha, Jean-Marie, personal care, partner 1 to 10,000, 237. Just click on the 237. It will take you to the exact 237 people behind that particular campaign.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Exact name, title, everybody. Okay. So these are the people that, are being attacked on this thing. So you can also double check. Obviously 237 has grown to 249.
Right.
Okay. But now if we should be able to go back and, clean this up and, increase the number, etc., etc. Yes, Manan, sorry.
No, Anis, sorry, just one pertinent question. You remember we were trying to find an alternative to sales navs. And we were also in the process of trying to find a solution to get these connected people's email IDs to ensure like a 360-degree multi-touch point sort of a campaign. Right? Just wanted to ask if there's any progress on those two fronts as well before we sort of chalk out next steps and things like that.
Absolutely, Manan. I think you asked a very important question. Why? Because we found it and we started doing it and we started recommending it to all our clients almost 6 months ago. So what we do is, as you can see here, this is our new baby. Okay, so I don't ask any of my new clients to subscribe to Sales Navigator. But don't tell this to Sana, right? She'll just cancel everything and so not yet. Okay, don't yet cancel all your stuff, right? So this is what we use now. How?
Yeah, Apollo. But Apollo, I think I've used like a 7-day free trial that Apollo has. But in terms of accuracy, how well did you find the accuracy? I found at least like a solid 90% accurate result most of the times. Is there a similar understanding, or have you found it to be better?
See, it's a really there are two things that I love about Apollo, right? And one thing is 100% thing, and we are continuously checking. So let's take this list, right? What is this list? This list is all people, okay, with a job title data quality in the United States, at a little bit of a senior level. Okay, so there are 2,900 people Apollo has found, and I have all of their LinkedIn's, so director of data quality, etc., etc., etc. Right now, the beauty is, let me show you the exact same search result from. So this is the exact. No, maybe not the exact because I have closed it, but if I show you the exact same search results for this particular client, it was approximately 6,000 people. So I'm only getting like 50% of the people on Apollo compared to what Sales Navigator is able to give me, right? But in terms of just so that I put your mind to rest, right? Sometimes it's always important to see. So can you see here, this 6,000 is the Sales Navigator 6,000, right? It's exactly the same search. It's exactly the same search, data quality manager, blah blah blah, only the US, everything. But I'm actually getting only half of them, so I get 6,000 here, right? And I get 3,000 here. Now you can argue 6,000 is better than 3,000. Yes, it is indeed better. But for these 6,000 people, right, I get their emails.
Wow.
Yeah, I get their emails. I get, there are so many more, ways in which I can search, etc., etc. And Apollo is a Y Combinator company, it's like the coolest startup you might want to say, right? So LinkedIn has become some kind of like an obese elephant, whale. This guy Apollo is like really, doing things for pretty much the same price, right? So what I'm doing, I'm actually doing a pincer attack, right? One side I'm attacking on their LinkedIn. So Tom Corson, I will attack him on his LinkedIn by saying blah, blah, blah. Exactly a week later, I will go and access his email by clicking this, thing, and which Tom Corson, blah blah blah. His email is verified, right? And I can, send him a email as well. And the best thing is, if I know, so I have set up a rule. If Tom Carson opens my email 3 times, then I will go back and look at his phone number and try to call him up. So this is why I really like Apollo, even though it is able to give me only 50% of the total number of people that is there.
No, that's much better. But just I think Apollo as a CRM is also so. You remember, I think we were trying to bring in Zoho, or we were trying to bring in something of that sort, HubSpot. But Apollo works as a CRM as well, right? Wherein you can keep track of when was this person, say, contacted last and things like that.
You can definitely you can keep track, but we use HubSpot and we push all. So for example, these people, right, 25 people, whatever I've selected, I can take these people, create a list, add to the list of whatever, right, and then push all of them into my CRM automatically.
Okay, if the export feature is available, brilliant, well and good.
Yeah, not even export, fully sync all the time. They are both are in sync. My HubSpot and my thing. All I have to do is, okay, these are important guys. I have to select them and save them. That's it. As soon as I save here in Apollo, they will be like, for example, if I show you quickly, they will be there in my contacts.
Yeah, though makes sense, because I think that's the last leg in terms of once we've reached out to them on LinkedIn, also reaching out to them on email. That last leg was always pending. Now I think if we bring in a couple of Apollo accounts, we can close that as well. But I probably would. I mean, I don't know why. Honestly, Anis, this is probably still a doubt. I don't know why you're using HubSpot also, if Apollo also gives you a CRM.
Oh, no,
I think maintaining.
No, so, for example, for me, Apollo is not enough, right? Because so you can see my CRM, right? Nearly 2 million records have come. And
okay.
I'm bringing in like 1 million new customers from Twitter, right? People who are, on Twitter, who are not on LinkedIn. So there are, we offer, one of the problems with Apollo will be the people that Apollo has, right, are the ones who are being bombarded by like 10,000 marketing guys like you and me. You understand, right?
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, and LinkedIn is slightly better, and Twitter is amazing because nobody can target people in Twitter. Okay, so I am like for example, every channel is being filled with, different people. So, which is why I need, an overarching CRM. So still for me, Apollo is email. LinkedIn Sales Navigator is social, and Twitter is something different, right? So the pincer attack I was talking about, right, is to figure out, like, in fact, the example that I showed you, right, this is also something we could possibly do for you guys. It's extremely hardcore. Okay, let me restart this one. What are we trying to do? For StepUp.One, we are trying to find the potential of our client. What does that mean? Like, will this client be able to give us, 10K a month, 100K a month, or 1 million a month? Think of that way. What is the potential of this client, right? And we have come out with a formula, right? And that formula is explained in this video. And that, thing. So, is he a founder? If it is a founder, is his company funded? If it is funded, then this person can give us easily 10 jobs. If he is not funded, how many employees are there? If it is more than 10 employees, then he probably can give us 1 job. So this is the formula that we have worked out. And every one of the 2 million clients we are having here, we are basically going through that formula and figuring out the potential of the client. Based on the potential of the client, if this guy can give us 10 jobs or even 100 jobs, we are spending. So if somebody can give us 1 job, we spend 1 hour on that person. If somebody can give us 10 jobs, we spend 10 hours on that person over a period of 3 months. If somebody has the potential to give us 100 jobs, we want to spend 100 hours over the next full year on that one person. I know it maybe whatever I'm saying sounds like crazy shit, right? Because this is not how people do things.
No, but this makes a lot of sense, Anis. It does.
Yeah. So
the only thing that we need to look at is how are we going to draw a roadmap to ensure that this entire process is followed the way we are looking at it. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that if we draw a clear-cut roadmap and if we follow it the way we are looking at it, I'm sure the results are going to be wonderful. But the entire technicality remains in drawing that particular roadmap and making sure that all the points are being touched upon.
No, which is why, it's really important you go by persona to persona, right? Mm-hmm. We work with all kinds of people, right? But our number one is founder. For you, that could be, something, some title, some C-level guy, somebody, right? If there is a C-level guy in a pharma or a medical device or this thing, you have to basically say, I'm going to spend anywhere between 10 to 100 hours on that guy. What that means, Abhinay, I didn't want to really make this into a big thing, but what that means is every day, okay, every day we're going to, look at that, C-level guy. We're going to like everything that he, put out there. Yeah. We are going to share. We are going to comment. We are going to even create posts on that guy time to time and say great things about him. Just imagine the power of this, right? Every time we created a post about our client, right? Top client or a top prospect, they came to us within 10 minutes to 3 hours. I mean, literally, somebody comes and say, oh, please don't do such things because, I'm in the process of selling my company. Right. Yeah, but then they only said good things about us. It's not like they said, oh, what you did was bad. They said, please don't do this because I'm trying to sell my company. The other people say, oh, this is amazing. Why, should we meet and discuss, what you can do for me? So I can't do this for every single 2 million people in my database, right? I have to figure out who is my top 100 people, who is my top 1,000 people, who's my top 10,000, and I want to give them that right treatment. Right. And the best thing is, Abhinay, all those people are already with you, those 10,000 CXOs.
Right.
So you don't have to go and oh, where is these guys? Will they even connect with me? Will they talk to me? They're already talking to you. They're already connected with you. You just need to, do something, and that is what we can definitely help you, Abhinay and Freyr, in terms of, restarting the fire and, just attacking them all kinds of different directions. So let me summarize it for you, right? Number one, take a look at them. The dashboard, get a full sense of who's currently on what. That's number one. Number two, what do we do with these captive people? Okay, how do we make them, follow us, follow our company? How do we interact with them more? How do we push post onto them, etc., etc., etc. And then, you can go to email, then you can go to, finding the potential of your client, etc., etc. So all that, can be expanded one after the other. Make sense?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I'm lost steam now. 2.5 hours of So shall we? While after you caught up and after you have done with your people, why don't we have a call maybe in a week or two, and then take it from there?
Sure thing, Anis. In the meanwhile, what we'll do is we'll explore all the possibilities of whatever we have discussed today.
Yeah.
And then maybe down the line, 2 weeks later, we'll connect once and we'll see how we can take this up ahead.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Manan.
Thank you,
Thanks
Manan.
a lot,
Thank you,
Anis.
yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Pleasure seeing you, Anis.
Yeah, pleasure. Pleasure is mine, Abhinay.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Anybody wants to have any questions? Otherwise, we'll meet tomorrow. But if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Yes, Anis.
Yes, Abadi.
Yeah, I have questions about that client we won yesterday, me and Mohammed Hassan.
Yeah.
Called the Jam. Yeah, maybe you can share with us the dashboard so that we can start that job.
Yeah, the dashboard. So who's your team leader, Abadi?
Mohammed Hassan, I think we are together.
I see. So he will create your dashboard, right? Just give me 1 second. I'll just stop.